In this video, we have some New World news for you guys. There are some massive changes coming into the Springtide Bloom event, and we're going to go over all of those right now. So New World just tweeted a little while ago that there is going to be downtime on 5/4. It's going to start at 11 p.m. PDT, which will last approximately 1 hour. This video is going to go live on May the 5th. So if you guys are watching this video right now, that means these changes are already on the live servers. So first we have a leaderboard fix. They fixed an issue with leaderboard reward processing logic, which could cause client performance issues due to repeated notifications. That's a great fix. I know this was bothering a lot of people. That is going to come into the game, or already is in the game now whenever you're watching this video. That's good news. But here is the meat of this video. This is why I wanted to create it, because these changes are absolutely massive for the Springtide Bloom event. They say that Wispy Blooms now drop 14 Wispy Bloom petals up from 7. That is what you were getting previously from eating a wafer and then doing the event. Now you're going to get that naturally. So I would assume if you eat a wafer, that's going to double that as well. So now you will probably get 28 petals versus 14 whenever you eat a wafer, which is nuts. You're going to be able to accumulate tokens incredibly fast. But they also go on to say that crafting Springtide tokens now requires 3 Wispy Bloom petals down from 5. So not only are you going to be accumulating more, you are going to be able to trade those Wispy Bloom petals in and earn more. It's not going to cost you as many Wispy Bloom petals to get a token. Then they go on to say that Wispy Wasps now have a 75% chance to drop Wasp Goo, up from a 10% chance. This is actually pretty wild because there are usually several wasps at the event, so every wasp there is going to have a 75% chance to drop the Wasp Goo. This means that more than likely every single one of the events that you do, you are going to get a Wasp Goo from that event. If you don't know, the Wasp Goo turns into 1 premium token, which is pretty nuts. So now you're going to be able to get probably 1 premium token out of every single one of these events that you do, at least 1 premium plus a ton of petals. So you're just going to be able to go stock up on a ton of stuff from the event store, including patterns if you haven't already stocked up already, or if you're using this as a method to make money by selling the patterns. The market is about to be incredibly saturated, so I would assume that these patterns are going to drop in price significantly. But then they go on to say that Delightful Gift Sacks now drop 10 Springtide tokens up from 1, so you're going to get more tokens from those gift sacks. And then you are also going to be getting Springtide tokens from the Joyous Gift Pile. So from each one of the piles at the settlements, they previously weren't giving tokens. These were just giving diamond gypsum and I think a bag with some gold in it. So now you're going to be able to get some Springtide tokens here as well. You're also able to get some dye. So all that's still the same. You're just going to be able to get additional tokens from this method too. So it just seems like you're going to be accumulating a ton of tokens for the event moving forward. Then Wispy Spritz no longer have weight, and the tokens no longer have weight in your inventory. These changes are pretty wild in my opinion. You're going to be able to get a ton of tokens by doing this event. So if you need the patterns, now is the time to farm them out. If you need to craft new gear, it's going to be incredibly easy to get these patterns. It's going to be incredibly easy to get anything from the store that you need to get. I unfortunately have already grinded out all of the cosmetics, and I wish I would have waited now because this would have been so much faster and so much easier. But nonetheless, I have them all. I'm just on the pattern farm. However, I would highly recommend to you guys that if you are doing this to sell the patterns, that you probably should hang on to your patterns now moving forward. Wait to sell them after the event is over. I think it would be just fine to stockpile a whole lot of them and then in a few months maybe try to offload them. But the risk you run is that elemental aversion may not be as prevalent in the meta as it is now. So you may not get as much money for them. However, I do think that the price of these things is about to plummet because they're just going to be in absolute abundance. It's going to be so easy to get things from the store now. These changes are pretty wild. Good or bad, I don't really know what to make of it. It looks like a lot of people on Twitter are not very happy. The very first comment says these patterns are going to be worthless now, as well as Bis Gear. Rip, I'm trying to see the silver lining here. So I am not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It is what it is, I guess. These changes are in here. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on this matter, though, so please drop those down in the comments below. But that'll do it for this one, boys and girls. Just want to make sure that you are aware of this change. So whenever you log on to New World, you're going to be able to farm the event much, much easier. But thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy New World or enjoy New World content, please make sure to like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that as well. And of course, I stream on Twitch. I'm live every Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. CST. I'd love to see you come hang out over there. We have a fantastic time, play a lot of New World, and then play some other stuff as well. Been having a great time. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.